Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Marielle, imperfectly back with another video. You guys, I want to just take a moment to apologize for not keeping my promise. I did say I was going to be more consistent this year. I was supposed to drop like 1 to 2 videos every week. It's looking like 1 to 2 videos every month, and let me tell you, life has just been lifing. 2023 has been 2023ing, and adulting has been whooping my behind. But you know what? We're here, we're alive, we're healthy, and we thank God. In my Tabitha Brown voice, God, we thank you. I want to ask you guys, how's your mental health? How is life in your neck of the woods? Like your city, your town, your country? What's going on in your life, in your world? I've been witnessing a lot of darkness. I kind of feel like a dark cloud has been over, not my life, my friend's life, my family's life, but like the world. If you just tune into the news, if you don't watch the news, you just get your news from social media, as most of us millennials do. The news has been just ridiculous. Some of the things that you're hearing with the mass shootings, specifically in America, because I keep up with American news because I lived abroad. Some of the things that I'm hearing are just really just like, what is happening? Like, Jesus, you must be around the corner. Like this, I remember my mother always saying growing up that, oh, we're living in the end of days. Oh, this has to be the end of days, because I digress. The reason I asked what's going on with you guys is just because in my world, around me, there's been a lot of negativity, like I said. Again, I keep up with news from other places, but one news that I can't get away from is what's going on in my own country. I'm very close to it. I am physically and, I'm Haitian, so I have to keep up with Haitian news. Now, up until I got removed, I never really followed what was going on in Haiti. I always kind of heard when something went viral, when a family member said something, I'm like, oh wow, that's crazy. But to be here and to have people, because when I went down, I met some family members that I didn't know before and some friends. And so now I am very close I'm as close as I've ever been to Haiti right now. And again, figuratively and physically. And so I wanted to talk about what's going on in Haiti right now. Now, unless you're totally disconnected, you're from another place, like culturally, or you just don't keep up, or you're under a rock, I'm sure you've heard of what's been going on in Haiti as far as kidnapping and insecurity and lack of leadership. What's happening in Haiti is that, again, there's no government, there's no president, there's no army. So there's been a war between civilians and gang members, a war between police and gang members. What's happening is that the gangs are trying to take over Haiti. They're trying to take over the White House, if I may. And the way they're doing that is by force, by shooting and killing people. Every single day, there's not a day that goes by that somebody in Haiti didn't lose their life, because these people are trying to show that they are taking over the country. And because we don't have president and leadership and army, there's literally nothing we can do about it. These people are going around kidnapping, killing, and there's absolutely nothing nobody can do about it. They are causing havoc, if I may, and just running amok. I don't know if you guys caught on social media, there were a Haitian couple that recently just went down to Haiti to visit family and friends and potentially go to some sort of Haitian festival against their family's advice. They went down and in transit from one place to another, they were on a public bus. They were stopped by bandits who then requested the Americans that were on the bus.
Tonight, the family of a Florida couple kidnapped in Haiti and now missing for a week says they are in contact with the FBI to help bring the two home. Gene Dickens Toussaint and his wife Abigail flying from Fort Lauderdale to Port-au-Prince last Saturday. The two abducted by a local gang as they rode a bus to visit relatives.
There's an arrangement between bus drivers and the gangs that if the bus driver pays the gang, and that particular bus driver did not pay the gang.
In a desperate attempt to bring them home, the couple's family says they wired $6,000 to the kidnappers, only for the criminals to demand $200,000 per person. The State Department now telling ABC News they are aware of reports of 2 missing U.S. citizens in Haiti. The urgent search comes amid heightened arrest in the Caribbean nation. Since the start of the year, there have been nearly 300 gang-related kidnappings, according to the UN. Tonight, the family praying that the couple is reunited with their 1-year-old son soon.
We just miss them. We
miss them. We love them. We want them home.
And the State Department has issued a level 4 do not travel warning due to widespread kidnappings that target U.S. citizens. And the U.S. government says that they are limited in the help that they could provide to American citizens there. John?
How they knew there were Americans on the bus is beyond me, but I digress. If you know anything about kidnapping in Haiti, a lot of times it's a setup. It's sometimes your own family members that set it up. This particular time, I don't have any info saying that that's what happened, but as I'm recording this video, this happened maybe a month ago, but literally yesterday, they were released by the grace of God, which these people have to consider themselves super lucky and super blessed, because typically the story doesn't end like this. They were released unharmed as far as I know. They haven't done any interviews or anything. I'll follow up and see if there's any, by the time I edit this video, if there's anything they shared and they said, I will insert. But they were released, but they were kept for at least two weeks to a month. They were kept captive. And they are one of many. There was another lady that was, I believe, a doctor that was kidnapped. These people, the gang members, they are hanging out by the airports. They are targeting tourists as well as people that live in the country, students, doctors, anybody of any prestige that live in Haiti. So it's not strictly people, foreigners coming in. It's just been so much going on. But the focus of this video is about the gang versus the police. So I had been hearing how the police is getting shot in my neighborhood, Thomasin La Boule, which is like north, kind of like Fort Jacques, like that area. There's been a lot of that going on. I have a brother who is in Haiti. When your mother is the godmother to a child, that child is your brother. So I have one of those situations where him and his wife, he's older than me. My mother supposedly died in his arms. So this person is near and dear to me. He calls me from time to time and just lets me know how bad things are. He's like, I'm literally going home from work. I'm having to skip over dead bodies. Like when the police and the gang members go at it, it's like, you know, people are just dropping like flies. And so in that area, it's been a lot of that going on. I had an uncle who had a situation where he was home and gang members ran up into his house while his 2 children were at home and literally had to cover their ears from gunfire. Killed 2 members of his family. I have just been hearing so many horrible stories. However, you hear these things and your heart goes out, because at the end of the day, these are your countrymen. These are your brothers and sisters. These are police officers who vow to protect and to serve the country. So every time you hear about it, your heart breaks. But it's a different type of hurt when it hits your front door. And I actually experienced that in the past 3 weeks. I had the privilege of planning one of my cousin's wedding. I got a phone call about a little bit over a year ago, her telling me we're getting married and we're gonna do it in Punta Cana and I need your help. And I'm like, my antennas perked up. I'm one of those people, like, I need a project. I need something to do. So it was like, oh, yes, sign me up. She lives in New York and he lives in Haiti. He's a police officer. And she was just like, listen, here's the amount of gas. Like, she just, over the phone, we planned this thing together. It was such a thrill for me. I get a high off of a project. I was the student in school that needed something. I needed that project to be completed. And I needed a deadline. I needed to know I have X amount of time to complete something. So it gave me such a sense of purpose. And I ended up getting to see my entire family at one time. So this wedding did more for me than they'll ever know. But anyway, I planned my first wedding. I was stressed the hell out. I had so many hurdles. However, at the end of the day, the wedding went as God intended it to. I met him briefly because before the wedding, I was too overwhelmed to even get to know him and grill him as I typically would. But I knew if that cousin chose him, he was a good person. And I got a cosign from my Makome, who was also a very discerned person. I was like, they like him, I love him. So the wedding happened, and unfortunately he had to go back to Haiti and she went back to New York. And so over the time, I think they saw each other one other time back in January, and the Biden program dropped, and excitedly they applied. His wife applied to get him, back to the States quicker, and we're just waiting to get him to the States so he can begin this life with his wife. Unfortunately, 3 weeks ago, March 20th, we got the call that nobody wants to get. that he had been killed. The gang members had gotten a hold of him, and because he refused to get his hands dirty and work for them or whatever have you, they killed him. Now, the reason why this hurts so much is because to know this cousin of mine is to know that she deserves all the things. She deserves the best things in the world. She deserves all the happiness, the fairy tale. And for this to get just ripped out from under her within 6 months of getting married, she never even got to experience married life. This man's life was cut short because of the insecurity and the craziness that's going on in Haiti. He left a 5-year-old behind. He left his widow wife. He left family members, friends. I didn't know who this guy was until he died. The outpour of support and love. Social media went crazy. He went viral in the Haitian community. They killed this man. They killed him. While he died with his head held high and his hands clean, no blood on his hands, he died nonetheless. All plans ruined. Everything they planned as far as living abroad together, everything they had planned, the life that they were planning on living is completely just gone. And so right after that, 2 others got killed and 3 others got killed. And it's to know like there's no end in sight. What's going on in Haiti right now is surreal. What's going on in Port-au-Prince, Haiti is so real. I am from Port-au-Prince. I'm from Thomassin. I'm from La Poule. My area is in turmoil, complete chaos. Yeah, so if you are from another part of Haiti, I thank God that you have a different experience. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. If you're from Oka, from Jacmel, from Labadie, from wherever things are good, share your stories. I don't want it to be all negative. While I have this horrible story to share about Haiti, I pray that there's another person who can upload something that balances this out. I don't get any money. My channel's not even monetized. I don't get a kick out of sharing negative stories about Haiti. I don't ever want it to be what this channel is about. But what I do want it to be clear is that I'm going to share my experience, and I'm going to share what I'm going through and what I've heard and what I've witnessed. And so I dedicate this video to Kiki. Joe Box, may your soul rise in power. May you rest in eternal peace. May you be sitting at the right hand of the throne of God, because the type of person that you were, nothing less. You deserve nothing less. And to my beautiful cousin, who is now a widow, who went from being a newlywed to a widow within 6 months. You were chosen to carry this cross. I don't know why, but you're loved and you're supported, and you're gonna be good. You're gonna be okay. I don't know how, I don't know when, but you will be okay. I love you, and you are loved by so many. I pray that this situation shows you how loved you were and how loved Kiki was. So yeah, before I get to ugly crying on this camera, I'm gonna stop this video here. I thank you guys for watching. If you have any stories of people who's been kidnapped or killed in Haiti, please, let's have a conversation. What do you think will come of Haiti? What are your feelings? Let's talk about it. I love when you guys drop down and talk about it. Disagree with me, agree with me, it's cool. But I just wanted to share what happened to my family, and just keep us in your prayer. Keep his wife in your prayers. She needs it. Keep his son in your prayers. Just before I go on and on, you guys know how I can do. I'll stop it here. Until next time, thank you so much. And be blessed and be safe. Okay? Bye.